Welcome to the HuttoTransparency.org podcast. Today, we are investigating a single line item that threatens to upend the city's financial stability. Right now, the mayor and city council are actively pushing a proposal to create a brand new municipal fire department from scratch. Internal planning documents revealed the immediate financial stakes. Inserting this department into the FY 2027 general fund will cost taxpayers an estimated $1.56 million right out of the gate. That $1.56 million does not buy a fully equipped modern fleet. The budget strictly covers 12 personnel and a single 10-year-old used pumper engine. Forcing this startup department into the city's ledger creates a severe financial shock. It traps residents in a rigid binary choice where both outcomes damage the community. We are going to break down the exact math behind the two harsh choices facing taxpayers and show you why neither of them is actually necessary. To understand the trap, we first have to look at the baseline reality of Hutto's upcoming FY 2027 municipal budget. The city's current budget is modeled to hit the no new revenue rate. This is the exact property tax calculation required to collect the same amount of revenue as the previous year, excluding new construction. Operating at the no new revenue ceiling means there is absolutely zero surplus or buffer in the general fund. Every dollar is already spoken for. Introducing a new $1.56 million recurring expense into a strictly capped, maxed-out budget completely destabilizes the city's financial model. The math simply does not balance. Because the budget is already capped, accommodating the new fire department forces the city to enact either a massive tax hike or severe service cuts. Let's look at choice one of this binary trap, passing the entire $1.56 million cost directly onto the residents. This is the city's internal cost projection for the proposed fire department. Under the summary section, the total estimated impact is $1,568,837. Directly below that, the city calculates the exact property tax rate increase required to pay for it, 0.025833. We can now take that specific rate increase and stack it on top of the baseline capped budget we discussed earlier. This internal calculation table shows the math in action. The estimated no new revenue rate is added to the 0.025833 increase needed for the fire department, generating a much higher total property tax rate needed to make the plan work. Translating that raw decimal calculation into real-world terms reveals the true cost. This represents a staggering 10.24% property tax increase for Hutto homeowners. Choice 1 forces taxpayers to shoulder a massive, immediate financial penalty just to get the department off the ground. Choice 2 is the political alternative if city leadership decides they cannot stomach passing a 10.24% tax hike. The only mathematical way to avoid the tax hike while forcing the fire department into existence is to slash $1.56 million directly from the existing operating budget. This is a zero-sum game. The money must be extracted directly from essential, highly visible municipal services that residents use every day. To find over $1.5 million, the city has to look at its largest expenses. This means delayed road repairs, frozen police hiring, and reduced parks and recreation maintenance. This method quietly degrades the daily quality of life in Hutto to subsidize the new department's creation. Choice 2 forces the city to cannibalize its own foundational services to afford the creation of a new municipal fire department. Let's look past the financial cost and examine the actual operational product the taxpayers are buying for that $1.56 million. The proposed budget only covers a total of 12 firefighters. Spread across a standard rotation, that equates to exactly 4 personnel per shift. Under strict industry standards for minimum staffing, 4 people is the absolute minimum number required to safely operate a fire apparatus. The critical flaw here is admitted by the city itself. This exact configuration provides zero operational buffer. A single sick day, injury, or vacation instantly drops the shift below the legal minimum, rendering the department non-operational. The city is demanding a massive financial sacrifice from taxpayers for a precarious, inherently unstable startup department. The ultimate tragedy of this $1.56 million dilemma is that Hutto doesn't actually need to make this choice. Hutto's fire protection is already provided by an independent entity, Williamson County Emergency Services District No. 3. The current quality of service is rated by the Insurance Services Office. Right now, ESD3 holds a prestigious Class 1 ISO rating. Achieving a Class 1 rating places the community's current fire protection in the top 1% of all departments nationwide, ensuring the fastest response times and the lowest possible homeowner insurance premiums. That elite quality is paired with extreme financial efficiency. We can measure this by looking at the per capita cost for fire and rescue services. Compared to neighboring municipalities, ESD3 operates at just $95.64 per person. By contrast, Leander pays $168 per person, and Round Rock pays over $205 per person for their city-run departments. Hutto taxpayers are currently receiving world-class protection at the absolute lowest regional price point, making the city's expensive startup plan entirely redundant. If the current system is elite and inexpensive, why is city leadership pushing a volatile, expensive replacement? The current arrangement with ESD3 wasn't an accident. It was established and explicitly approved by the voters of Hutto. Yet the city is currently attempting to break away and fund this new multi-million-dollar department internally, entirely bypassing the ballot box and denying taxpayers a vote on the matter. City leadership is sidestepping the electorate to force a downgrade in efficiency onto the taxpayers. The city's plan is an unnecessary zero-sum game. Funding this 12-person startup guarantees either a 10.24% tax hike or gutting of vital municipal services. Residents are being forced to pay millions for a fragile replica of a world-class service they already have. Thank you for your time. If you want to dive deeper into the data driving your local government, be sure to subscribe. Stay informed, demand a voice, and thank you for listening to the HuttoTransparency.org podcast.